Power speed KLR. Servant of Demidos, Infernal. Let's, I guess, start with the Shadow Flame Remnant, right? Because both my Alpine Foxling and Bronze Race Enthusiast are going to be really bad versus the KLR. So the Dragon probably could be decent versus the Magic Pet, maybe? Oh, yes, two, actually. I meant the Servant. Well, let's go for Scorched Earth. That'll be good versus these Magics. And he doesn't have a Weather Changer on his team. Do I go for Shadow Bolt Volley? Does he have Immolate, I wonder? I'm going to risk it and go for Shadow Bolt Volley. He has Crush. Alright. I would rather take a crit from Crush than Immolate Dot on me, because I plan to swap out here. Because Alpine Foxling is going to be fantastic versus Infernal. I take weak damage from Crush, and just awful versus these two pets. Siphon Anima is going to one-shot me, and heal him to full, and then... Yeah, Alpine Foxling does not like fighting humanoids. I love this pet, but he just completely sucks versus humanoids. All he has is Flurry. So let's go for Crouch. Go for Flurry until he, I guess, goes up in the air. He might have Explode. The fact that he hasn't used that Meteor Strike tells me he might have Explode. And if he does, it's percentage based, so it actually doesn't get cut in half by Crouch. Okay. I'm going to go for this, because he might go for Explode. Yeah, we got that triple. I bet he was about to go for Explode, and that was going to hit me for, like... How much damage does the MPD do? $560? Yeah, it was probably going to do like 570, 580 damage. Which is not affected by Crouch. So yeah, let's see here. Got to win with the Shadow Flame Remnant. Let's try out Roland. Still trying to find like a good third that I like with the Blaze Hound. Maybe the Violent Poltrud would be not one of the better ones. Oh, maybe I could try the... I was thinking about trying the Death Adder, or the Rose Typin. The thing I don't like about that is that leaves me with no Weather Changer, but... Yeah, if I'm playing this combo, there's probably no Magic Third that would just be like, oh yeah, I could totally take on like triple Sandstorm or triple Sunlight Photosynthesis. It's just kind of a fun gimmick team. It's mostly going to be fun versus like Little Ragnaros versus other trap teams, because with the Rose Typin, I could blind the trap, then I could set off the trap with Sniff Out, and I'm a critter, so it won't like... Yeah, I think that could maybe work. Let's save this for maybe a later date. But for now, let's try out the Curious Wolfar Pup. Because I think I already tried out the Blaze Hound. I forgot what I had as the third. It's probably the... What's the Briarhorn? I can't remember. So far, that's been the most success I've had. No, I don't think it was the Briarhorn, because I remember playing with that team, and when I actually ended up using Roland, I lost, and the win was basically these two just soloed the team, so I think... Maybe it was the Curious Wolfar Pup that I played with before. Oh well, I'll play with him again. He's a pet that I don't use very much. Because there's just better trap pets. Like, Blazehound is better. So, when it's not Critter Week, I generally don't play the Wolvar Pup very much. Hmm. Okay, we've got double magics with jingles. Is there even a tiny sliver of a chance? Just isn't. There is no chance. Oh well. I played out. This is a tough team to even like hard counter and win. I think TMD is a good pick. I'm going to go ahead and start thinking of a counter team because I don't think one of these random teams that I've put together has any chance. Maybe this team could maybe have a chance just because it'd be carried by the Skyfin and the MPD. But other than that, yeah, I don't think any of these other teams have any chance whatsoever. Actually, randomly, that last team I had might be able to just because the Alpine Foxling causes these pets a lot of trouble. But other than that, that team would not be great. Although I do have an elemental eat the minefield, huh? Anyways. Okay, swapped out with a bleed on Anomalous. That's always good for us. And now I can probably use my Poltrid to eat a minefield. That could be good. Alternatively, I could use Sniff Out to sweep it away, but I don't think that's the play. Oh, what if he brings an Anomalous here? Nah, he's not that smart. Right? Is he that smart? He might be. No. Nope. I mean, you could say mind game. Let's see here. Certainly, we go for trap. Certainly. And he has toxic fumes, right? What is he? What if he has Void Nova? Yeah, he's got toxic fumes. All right. Okay, so if I bring in the flyer, I can't kill him. Yeah, I don't know. This is pretty bad. Also, I think he randomly has plot twist, which means he actually has the strong damage. Oh, he went for corrosion instead of poison protocol. Lol. Okay. Well, if he had arcane slash, I could maybe beat him. Let's go for chomp. The trap's still down, so if that trap triggers, I think I can maybe actually clutch an RNG win. Do I just send the YOLO feast and hope that... Nah, it doesn't matter. I can do about as much damage with a high roll chomp as landing a 50%. He just... Oh, man. You dumbass. Fucking trying to put my critter to sleep. I guess that's why you have to play Anomalous and Jingles and a Lost Quill and Critter Week. Just because you can't win otherwise. He's still going to win, by the way. But I could have set off the trap. Well, you know what? Let's see here. Actually, I think he has Spectral Spine. Let's go for the Sniff Out. Even if he blinds me, the trap won't miss. Man, too bad you went for that sleep. You could have won. I should never, ever, 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 ever beat him with that team. He just played horrendously. Awful player. Spams Anomalous 24/7. Still doesn't know how to play the game. Okay, let's counter that annoying team very quickly. Let's see, counter teams for Anomalous. Let's see, Anomalous, Lost Quill, Vengeful Porcupet, Anomalous, Lost Quill, Vengeful Porcupet. If it can beat the Porcupet, it can probably beat Jingles or any other beast pet, most of them. So let's see here. I guess TMD, Akir Tunneler. Oh, I don't know about Nomelia. Double Mechanicals is actually a pretty good idea, but he's not running Arcane Slash, so I don't really need to do that. So how about we could do Idol, TMD, Cobbleshell. That team would probably just guarantee win versus him. Could play the Gleamhoof Fawn with the Idol. Enchanted Broom. I've taken too long. I should have thought about the team to beat him with before the game ended, and I got too focused on the game because he actually threw, and I didn't think I was going to win. Okay, let's see here. So Anomalous doesn't like the War Whelp. TMD. This team. Maybe. Double Armageddon. That's silly. But it would be funny versus Jingles. Don't really have a way to deal with Minefield, so I just have to probably eat it. I don't know. I don't really like any of these teams. Because I don't feel like playing an idol right now. I think what I'll do is I'll just line up one of these teams, like, in the back of my mind, in case I queue into them. And then specifically queue it to counter him. Because, like, I wouldn't normally play in, like, a idol during Critter Week. But, yeah, I do think that this team would counter him very hard. Because what I would probably do... Start with... Probably start with the TMD versus Anomalous and burn him down quickly. I don't really need the idol, do I? I mean, he's good. I just don't need him. Let's see here. Anomalous. Let's look up Anomalous counter teams. Maybe I don't have one set up with the TMD, then I could just fit him into a team that I already have set up. So I feel like I probably would have made a counter team to that, but maybe I just didn't need to. It's possible I just have like an actual team with the TMD that would do really good. Let's see. TMD. We got Spirit Crab, Skyfin, and TMD. Well, now this team would probably, and it's not even a counter team, it's just like an actual team that I made. This team would probably do great. Especially because, well, I was about to say especially because he has the wrong ability for the Lost Quill, but he still has magic damage. So who's lower health? It's the Lost Quill, right? So if I start with the Skyfin, I would probably dot up Anomalous, swap him out, and then try to dot up. Oh, you know what? I don't like the Skyfin versus the Lost Quill because it's a speed tie. Yeah, I don't think the Skyfin's actually a very good decision versus the Lost Quill. Okay, well, let's see. TMD Snarly, Light Breath. Aquatic versus Double Magics. Not smart. I'm actually kind of not sure what to play. Okay, maybe Alpine Foxlink TMD? Because Alpine Foxlink's going to be good versus the Lost Quill. I feel like it's just better to have a critter, though. Although, he's running the beast attacks, huh? It's so annoying that he has the beast attacks, because normally critters are great versus the Lost Quill, because, like, as you saw, he tries to put you to sleep, and then you just don't get put to sleep. There's got to be, like, a team that would do fantastic versus him that I'm just not thinking of. I haven't queued in a couple days, so I am rusty. Maybe I don't have a team with the TMD, but he does seem like the perfect pet since he's running 2 magic pets. Like, maybe the MPD would be better, and then you just run the MPD with the Alpine Foxling. I don't think I'm going to get him, but if I do, I want to know exactly what team to go to for countering him. I'm thinking probably this team. I mean, this team is very toxic, but Cobbleshell's gonna be good versus the Lost Quill. He'll be able to deal with Jingles because he has strong damage. I don't really need that idol, but I guess it's nice to have it to mess with his Poison Protocol maybe, and his Plot Twist. They'll both do weak damage under Sandstorm. I think if I see him again, I'll play this team. Maybe this team? Could I beat him with Nomelia? She's supposed to be here to like counter the Vengeful Porcupet, so maybe I'd be better off with a different third besides her. Because she's just here for the double counter to beasts with critter damage. Maybe what I do is I play the Cure Tunneler. No, I don't really like either of those. Okay. So, Primal Stormling is great versus Anomalous and takes weak damage from Minefield. But I'd like to have a way to, like, sweep the Minefield away, ideally. I feel like if I queue into that guy again, he'll probably play a different team anyways, so... Um... I mean, it's possible I could beat him with the Obsidian Warwhelp if I have the right pets, because he kind of does the same thing as the TMD, he just doesn't take the weak damage. He does I'd be running Armageddon, so maybe I could beat him with a Warwhelp. Well, let's see here. Warwhelp. And then... Warwhelp Tongue Lasher? Spirit Crab? Tongue Lasher is really bad versus Jingles and the Lost Quill. They're just too fast. Maybe Spinebug, Scalded Basilisk? That gives me the speed, but then how do I possibly deal with the Minefield? That Minefield's a huge problem because I have a Beast Pet, and he's my ringer. My best bet would be to eat it with Spinebug, which I guess isn't the end of the world, but then I'm really just, like, hoping that the Basilisk can more or less 1v3 the whole team. I'm not saying I think he definitely can't, but that's kind of putting all my eggs in one basket. That might play out well, though, because, like, the Warwhelp's more or less going to destroy Anomalous. And then he doesn't really have a way to deal with Time Bomb. Because he doesn't have the deep research. So he's gonna just have to eat that on somebody. And if it's Jingles, it's gonna be hitting for like all of his health because I'll die with my Dragon Racial. Using Armageddon. So yeah, Jingles would die to Time Bomb. So this team actually would probably do really damn good. What could he possibly do? If he throws down a Minefield instantly, I would just eat it with Spinebug, throw Dazzling Dance, and then my Scalded Basilisk would sweep easily, I think. If he doesn't throw down a Minefield, then when I bring in Spinebug, I really need him. Yeah, the smart thing for him to do is start with Anomalous, I think. Get as much AoE damage as he can. Then when I bring in... Because if I don't bring in Spinebug, my Basilisk is useless. So he knows I need Dazzling Dance. So he would wait until I bring in the spine bug to throw down Minefield. But I could still, like, swap to the Basilisk when he goes for Minefield and then just sacrifice the spine bug. I'm going to play this team because I think it could be... Oh, what about this team? Primal Stormling is good versus Anomalous. Which one do I think would be better? I don't know, actually. I think both of them have a decent chance to beat him. I feel like I played this team more recently. I'm trying to think through how this matchup goes. I mean, the Alarmo Dog could be good. He takes weak damage from Gift. And the stupid blind, the spectral spine that I know he's running. I don't think alert is bugged to hit through blind, but it might be. Who knows? I don't think it is, but some abilities like that might be bugged. Oh, minefield! I could, yeah, give him a minefield to deal with. I can outspeed him. You know what? Let's just queue this team. It's a fun team. It's not mine. It's Michael Leo's. Let's queue it up. If we get him, I think there's at least a chance I beat him. I don't know if it's like I'm favored to win. I haven't played it enough to know. But it does have some some limits. If I queue into elementals, obviously I'm gonna have a bad time. But yeah, it's probably gonna do good if I get that same player, or at least that same team, I should say. Ah, Blossoming Ancient. I do have a weather changer. What an assortment of pets. F tier magic pet, armored vault bot, and then like the most toxic pet you could possibly imagine. Very interesting. Okay, starts with the magic pet. Okay. Well, let's dot him up. I mean, this is a good matchup. I'm surprised he's not starting with that Blossoming Ancient. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to kill him, even though I have a weather changer. Like, look at all this... Look at all this, mechanical damage I have. Although I love this matchup, I need the War Whelp for a chance to kill that Blossoming Ancient. The Alarmo Dog's good versus the Arcane Eye, though, and awful versus the Blossoming Ancient. So I'll use his high health bull to soak the Mana Surge. Go ahead and press Minefield. He can take weak damage with the Blossoming Ancient, but I'm going to need all the damage I can get to have a chance to take out this Blossoming Ancient, so... Let's go ahead and attack him with Alert. That'll give my dragon his racial, so the last tick of Flame Breath will probably take out this magic pet. I'll go for Overtune. Ah. Alright. Well. He's probably going to go for a Sunlight, and I don't want any of that business going on. I might swap him first, though. What would that bring in? The Arcane Eye? Don't want him going for Photosynthesis, but I also want to hit him with Call Lightning. I think it's better to swap him out. No healing is better than some healing, even if I get the damage. It is weak damage. So Call Lightning will kill him. I'm gonna go ahead and press Call Lightning. Pull the trigger. I need my Call Lightning to come back off cooldown ASAP. Is it worth going for Wild Winds? He's probably just gonna spam Iron Bark, right? I'm gonna go for it, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. If he goes for Iron Barks, then The dot really doesn't matter. He might swap, though. Now he is going for the Iron Barks. So that means I can go for the Time Bomb. I don't want to go for Flame Breath. It's a dot, and he has Iron Bark up. I think Time Bomb is... I think Time Bomb's the play here. But he could just eat it with the Armored Vault Bot. But if he wants to stay in and fight me, that's kind of my best bet. Let's go ahead and proc the Dragon Racial. And then I'm just going to use Armageddon with my Dragon Racial so that my Time Bomb gets 50% extra damage. So what he's probably going to try to do here is bring in the Vault Bot to soak that Time Bomb, right? This is a huge mind game. If he swaps here, I want to swap him right back. What are the odds he tries to stay in? He doesn't have his... Nah, I'm going to go for that Call Lightning. Yeah, he didn't try to swap. So, Time Bomb kills him. Oh, nice photosynthesis, bro. Boom, 1221 to the face. Love that. Alright, Primal Stormling versus Vaultbot. I like this matchup. This is a good matchup for me. But his damage is buffed by 25%. Huh. Well, do I want to take the Vault drop on my Elemental? That doesn't seem like a good plan. Let's not do that. Let's bring in the Alarmo Dog. Take advantage of our weather. I don't think I've ever focused this hard to beat an Arcane Eye team. I really don't want to lose to this Blossoming Ancient, though. I think I'm going to win this. But that Blossoming Ancient almost just completely dismantled my whole team. I knew it was risky running this team because I saw a bunch of Blossoming Ancients queuing earlier. I might still lose. He's going to come back to life with, like... Oh, no, I got Call Lightning. I got him. Yeah, I had nothing to worry about. That was close, though. I mean, it came down to the wire. I was, like, 2 attacks away from dying if he high-rolled. Was that 3 games? I think it was, but the first game was really short. So I'm going to play for 1 bonus game. Let's look for a team that looks like fun. So I played this team briefly. I played this team and just miraculously won. Let's try this team. We got the Snowclaw Cub. We got a Weather Changer, Decoy Breaker. This team's pretty solid. I'm probably going to keep it. This is my tab for, like, just putting teams together, trying them out, seeing if they're worth saving for later. Queuing again. But yeah, so far this team's been doing pretty good for me. It has been Critter Week though, so a lot of my teams are gonna like perform better than they normally would. Got a Family Brawler, and I have an Aquatic, so triple flyers is no fun, but I think I'll start with the Croaker here. Typically I'd start with the Imp, but I want to try to change the weather on him. This is a big risk. If he holds his weather, I'm in a lot of trouble. But now that Nocturnal Strike might miss. Do I just stay in and hope that it misses? I'm gonna bring the Fiendish Imp. Yeah, if they landed that Nocturnal Strike on my Croaker, it was GG, so I couldn't risk it. It was a 50-50. I don't want to lose the game on round 2, although that does kind of lose me the game, in my opinion. Like, that's pretty bad that he landed that. Not sure why he's bringing in the Kaleri. Is he going for another 50%? Nope, he's going for Cyclone with no way to buff it. Alright. You just never know what you're going to get with Critter Week, huh? Let's try to burn down this flying racial. Okay, he does have Shadow Talon. If I high roll, I should kill him here. Hopefully he goes for Nocturnal Strike and misses. Okay, we got the high roll. That Blizzard was buffing my attacks, so I figured there was a good chance I could take him out. But my Croaker and my Fiendish Imp aren't doing so great on health. Should probably save the Fiendish Imp for later. I'm thinking about sacrificing the Croaker here. Tactically. To save my health on the other two pets. I don't know. I'm gonna bring the Snowclaw Cub. He's full HP. Bro, are you serious? Lands 2 Nocturnal Strikes. 50%. Like, unmake-upable bullshit. It's just, ugh. Come on, game, help me out here. Okay. Call Darkness doesn't kill me. Could still probably win this. Technically, it's a 1v3, but I mean, there's a power speed crow. What do you think? Is he going to go for a third 50% Nocturnal Strike? I think he's going to go for Call Darkness. That's what I would do. Because he still has the 10% chance for me to just miss. Oh, I thought that was a third Nocturnal Strike. I was going to lose all of my shit if he landed it. Okay, 322. I think at this point we sacrifice the Snowclaw Cub because he dies in one attack. So... You did great, Snowclaw Cub. It's not your fault that he landed a 50%. So how much damage is Call Darkness? Surely it's more than 571, right? I mean, he had a chance. You never say never when it's darkness. Oh, thank goodness he had that awful Kaleri pet. If he had like 3 actual darkness birds, I was screwed. It's pretty hard to come back from him landing 2 50% Nocturnal Strikes. But yeah, another win for the good guys. Stressful one though. Hate darkness. Yeah, I think that'll do it for now. I'm gonna go do some dailies and take a little break. Maybe I'll queue some more later. This Snowclaw Cub's been doing great for me though. Not a huge fan of his stats, but the moveset's great. It's good versus like Sandstorm humanoids in general. Pretty good versus Anomalous too, because if you 1v1 Anomalous in the opener, he'll get 1 attack out, and then you'll slow him, stun him, and then he'll die to the second bite. So he's pretty good at countering the meta. My inland Croaker just had a rough matchup versus triple flyers, but I've seen him do pretty good versus like Like this team is taking out Sunlight teams because he hits really hard. The only downside is that Ice Lance isn't going to be doing extra damage to like elementals under Blizzard because they're not chilled. But you can do extra damage with Flash Freeze, chill. And then I like a lot. I like him for Sticky Goo the most. That's kind of what I have him for is the Weather Changer and the Sticky Goo because there aren't very many routes that last this long. Most of them last like 2 or 3 turns. Some only last like 1 turn. But like, there's only a handful of pets that have. Oh, I really want to get this Gloober. This Gloober pet looks like he could be funny as Powerball and Sticky Goo. And yeah, that 5-round route really fucks with a lot of pets, especially like photosynthesis sunlight pets, because they just love throwing up sunlight, throwing up photosynthesis, and then hiding on the back line and healing for billions where you just can't hit them. Then when you Sticky Goo them, now they're having no fun, and you have the Weather Changer, and then you Flash Freeze and stun them, and you can easily take out a Blossoming Ancient with these two together. But yeah, that's gonna be GG's for now. So hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all in the next one.